Morning team, hope you guys are well. Welcome to another episode of the Karo vlog. Stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Karo vlog. Just going to introduce myself. My name is Clarence and I am a chiropractor here. So basically what we're going to be doing in today's episode is basically showing you guys the day-to-day basis of what I do in my office and show you guys how I see my patients, show you guys how I operate in my office and so forth. So just give you guys a bit of a background on what I do as a chiropractor and give you guys a bit of a tour on the practice as well. So what I'm going to be doing a bit of snippets of me seeing patients today, and then after that we're just going to go through some Q&A, or even just talk about like what I do as a chiropractor and like what do I see, what are the common things that I see in my day-to-day basis as well. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the footage on what I do, and we'll see you guys on the other side in a few minutes. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Mics in karaoke bars. You're running late with half your makeup on. This method acting might pay our bills, but soon enough they'll get it from no fill. I love this feeling, but I hate this part. I wanted this to work so much, I drew up our plans on a chart. Cars are flipping, I'm in hot pursuit. My character's strong, but my head is loose. She hits like ecstasy, comes up and bangs the sense out of me. Rotate, there's just no landing time. And better have said it, but darling, you.
Welcome back team. As you guys can see, just had that last patient here, so just give you a bit of a background on what's actually happening with this patient here. So he's a 30 to 40 year old patient who came in with low back issues, common thing that usually comes into my practice. But he's also experiencing some numbness and tingling in his left leg as well. So he did it yesterday. Just been playing basketball, and at the same time he did like a really quick movement, and then he just felt his back go. So once he felt his back go, he suddenly felt the low back pain happen again, and then over time the numbness and tingling came about in terms of last night, and so he was concerned about what's been happening. So these things are quite common what I see in my practice usually, because number one, chiropractors are specialized in the spine. We specialize in the articulates of the spine as well, but also in saying that we also focus on the nervous system as well, making sure the nervous system is working as well as it should be. So hopefully my next patient comes in soon, once my next patient comes in soon, then I'll give you guys more info on what's going on with this patient here. So stay tuned for that.
Is it so hard to say the same thing? Are you so weak to say the same thing? Burn a hole into your apprehensiveness and let the wildfire shine and repeat after me.
So, kia ora whanau, I hope you guys are well. Welcome back. Basically, the second patient that I had today was a 35-year-old female, long-time patient of mine. She's been having a lot of back issues. She's been doing like a office job, and she just started. I think she started doing being active like a few weeks back. I think a few months back. Just trying to get her health and fitness going as she is. So she just had she just signed up with for a personal trainer online, just to get things started and just to get back to the gym and get back into routine on keeping herself healthy as well. So the most important thing that I harp on with my patients is movement. It's just they got to make sure they move a lot. They got to make sure that they move as much as they can when they're at work. We all know that the most common, pretty much like the most common way of injuring yourself now, or the most prevalent injury that is happening at this day and age now, is low back injuries and neck issues. Why is that the case? Which is actually pretty simple, because number one is that a lot of us these days now are sitting down all the time. So if you think about the advance of technology, if you think about the advance of on technology and the advance on like phones and internet, or all sorts of that, it just makes it a lot easier for us to get access to certain things for us when we do work. And so therefore we do a lot more sitting in this day and age. So when you think about back in 50 years ago, 40 years ago, it's like technology wasn't that advanced. Technology wasn't that smart, you could say. So therefore what people had to realize is they have to start doing physical work, like doing physical things like standing up, moving around, carrying, lifting, so forth, in order to get things done. That is back in the day now. But now when we look at it right now, is that technology has done things for us. So therefore we become more lazy, we do a lot more sitting, we do a lot more and we don't move as much. So the biggest thing that I tell my patients is move as much as you can. Get into a routine, go to the gym, go for a walk, or anything that will initiate movement within your body. They'll be far beneficial than just sitting down. Okay, so what I'll do here, since I have some time, I want to give you guys a bit of a tour here. So basically I have two practices here, one in Epsom and one in Botany, which I'll show you in the next episode here. So as you guys can come in here, so come on along here. So as you guys can see here, this is what the Epsom practice looks like. So it's a nice little home practice, not too flash, not too up class. It's pretty basic and it's pretty simple here. So you can see here, I got two tables, a desk, and that's Claza over there, and a spine there, and all my rehab stuff there. You just need a space. That's all you need to do in order to run a successful practice. For me, I've been doing it for 7 years, and basically I've been running it through here ever since then. And then a lot of people, there's no complaints, but the thing is, I have a lot of compliments that people actually like here, because it's actually a lot more homey. But therefore it just depends on how you set it up. So when you look it up here, this is what it looks like at the home practice, and I'll show you guys what it will look like when we go to Botany, which is at 0 to 100 gym, and basically go from there. But that's just pretty much what it looks like on a diurnal plate in the Epsom practice. So basically, when you look at here, when you look at the back here, this is how I operate. You know, 2 tables in between each other. But also, like, if there's like another patient, for example, there's like if it's like their relative, if it's their brother, their sister, or even their partner, I also tend to see them at the same time as well, because I have just 2 tables available right here. And it's actually pretty cool, because the reason why it's actually pretty cool is because you actually you get to interact with like 2 people at a time, and also have friends and family that also come in under care, which is actually really cool to see, and also be able to make a difference to my community and make a difference to the people around me as well. You know, like sometimes you get into that kind of like frame of mind, thinking about, am I really doing enough? But then you just realize all you're doing is using your table here and your hands to make the difference. So that is it for this episode here. That is the day of that's a day on the plate at the Epsom practice at the Karopractors. Stay tuned, because we're going to go and take a tour of 0 to 100. I'll show you guys what we do, what the facilities are like, what things I can do. That there is probably be by far probably the most exciting, because I have a lot more room to be able to do all my rehab stuff and like do a lot more functional assessments, just to see how people move in order to be the best versions of themselves. So check that out. Stay tuned, and we'll see you guys in the next episode of the Karo vlog. Peace out.